I walk out into the corridor. Where could she have gone? I started walking in a random direction, gently calling out to Yuri. Yuri? Yuri, where are you? There's no response. I keep walking down the corridor. As I'm about to turn the corner, I see Yuri in my side view. She's sitting on a bench hunched over, her hands covering her face. I notice that her poem is on the ground. It's crumpled up into a ball. Hey guys, Kuderi Ghost here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Outcast. So, let's go ahead and share today's poems with each other. Hit that subscribe button to become a ghost, okay man? We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Are you alright, Yuri? You seem a bit down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh no, it's not that. It's fine. I'm ready to share. Alright, just making sure. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ooh, no, my thumb. Alright, I can do some more reading tonight. Unless you prefer I read with you. I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight then. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit. That's a good reason. In that case, feel free to finish the next 2 chapters. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Let's do this. Let's do this! Phew! I finally finished talking with everyone about my poem. I glance around the room. It was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated, but I finished sharing nonetheless. Even though my poem writing isn't up to par, I can safely say that everyone seemed to like it, even if they're just being nice. I'll have to keep trying though. I should get better from here on with all the advice I received. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily exchanging theirs. I look over at Yuri and Natsuki. They exchange their respective poems. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. So pitiful. What is with this language? Did you say something, Natsuki? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki returns the poem to the desk with one hand. She doesn't seem to be too impressed with it. It looks like she's trying to give Yuri a fake smile. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Excuse me? Huh? It's cute? Did you completely miss the point of my poem? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was only trying to say something nice. Huh. You mean you have to come up that hard? You have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, if you'd like, I have a couple suggestions to help you improve your... If I were looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, so did Ku. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. However, I haven't yet. Ooh, that backhanded slap. Okay, and Ku liked my poem too. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, really? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress Ku, Yuri. What? That's not what I want. No, you're just trying to... Yuri gets up from her seat. Maybe you're just jealous that Ku appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Guys, please stop. I don't like fighting. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me. This isn't going well. Cool. She's just trying to make me look bad. Not true. She started it. You don't actually believe her, do you? If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. There's no point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ku. Wait, There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ku? Uh-oh. Well, what did I do to get dragged into this? It's not like I'm an expert on writing or anything. Yuri and Natsuki are staring at me, waiting for my answer. I'll have to make a decision. Diffuse situation. Diffuse situation. Maybe I can attempt to diffuse the situation. At this point, it's my best bet. Well, I think that you both bring up good points. Can't we just agree that there's no correct way when it comes to writing? After all, you both have good writing styles. Isn't that what matters most? Natsuki stares at me with an angered expression. Yuri, on the other hand, appears to be thinking it over. Sorry, that's not how this works. You have to choose. Is it my style or Yuri's? And we're back to square one. This isn't going well. Before I could say anything, Yuri broke the silence. I think Ku was right, Natsuki. We all have good writing styles. It just comes down to personal preference. We're making Ku and the others feel uncomfortable, so we should just drop this conflict. Natsuki gives Yuri a muffle. What does that word mean? We? What do you mean, we? No, Yuri. You are the one that's making him uncomfortable. If you hadn't been so obnoxious with your symbolism, this conflict wouldn't have happened. You just couldn't resist, huh? You just try to come off as being smart. Okay, Natsuki, you're being mean, okay? In the end, just before you just end up being even more egotistical than before. No wonder why anybody can take you seriously. You're just a pretentious know-it-all. Nothing less. Natsuki. There's nothing but silence between all of us. Everyone is shocked. Monika yelled at her. Nice. Aw. Yuri, wait. Yuri storms out of the classroom covering her face. Everyone's eyes land on Natsuki. Natsuki, is that any way to treat a fellow club member? Not just a member, but your friend? Oh, come on, Monika. It wasn't my fault. This wouldn't have happened if Yuri wasn't so stuck up. Natsuki, I don't care who started it. Yuri tried to end the conflict, but you kept going. Throw her in the closet. Put her on the top shelf so she can't get down. Someone quote that, please. She even apologized. You're taking her side? All I was doing was defending my writing. Yuri was just trying to change. No, she wasn't. I quietly exit the classroom while the girls settled their argument. This got bad so quickly. I need to find Yuri. I hope she's okay. Yeah. I walk out into the corridor. Where could she have gone? I started walking in a random direction, gently calling out to Yuri. Yuri? Yuri, where are you? There's no response. I keep walking down the corridor. As I'm about to turn the corner, I see Yuri in my side view. She's sitting on a bench hunched over, her hands covering her face. I notice that her poem is on the ground. It's crumpled up into a ball. She must have done it out of embarrassment. I pick it up and gently open it. I don't know how to approach a situation like this. I've never dealt with a girl crying before. Hey. Yuri looks at me, tears streaming down her face. Aww. She tries to say something, but the words don't come out. It must be difficult for her. Oh. Hi, Ku. Are you okay, Yuri? Yuri shakes her head. There's silence for a moment. Natsuki's right, isn't she? Huh? She's right about my poetry, isn't she? Maybe it's not as great as I once thought. No, Yuri, your poetry isn't bad at all. I don't even think Natsuki meant what she said. And I'm sure you didn't mean the things you said either. We were all under a little bit of pressure today, so some of us might have been a little bit more critical than normal. I think you're great at poetry, Yuri. You don't have to try and cheer me up, Ku. I know that it's not great. No, I'm serious. Really? Of course. You have a talent for writing, Yuri. You have a unique writing style. One that I don't see very often. You even influenced my writing. I did? Yeah, it wouldn't have turned out so great if it wasn't for you. I was also thinking back to when we were reading today. I didn't enjoy reading that much until you came along. I always felt that what we read in class was so lackluster and monotonous. All right, English, okay? I agree. It wasn't the most enjoyable material, but it was you, Yuri, who helped change my mind. You taught me so much about literature, and it's only been my second day. I still have a lot to learn, but you were one of the reasons I want to keep learning. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yuri looks at me again. Do you really mean that, Ku? I couldn't be more certain. Yuri wipes away her tears. She smiles. Wow, I never imagined that my writing could influence someone. It's very flattering. Here, I hand Yuri back her poem. Keep this. Don't think anything less of it. You should be proud. Yuri takes the poem from my hands. Thank you. This means a lot. You're welcome. We both are silent. I think I did okay, but we're not finished. Maybe we should head back to the club. We can talk to everyone else and settle this. I agree. Yuri gets up from the bench and we walk back to the clubroom. We reach the classroom and enter. Alrighty. As we enter, the rest of the girls are standing there waiting for us. Hey guys. Yuri, are you alright? I am, thank you. Good, Natsuki? And Natsuki looks over at Monika. Monika looks pissed, okay? Is there something you'd like to tell Yuri? Monika's basically like the teacher. She takes a deep breath. Yuri, Natsuki struggles to form her sentence. I wanted to say that I'm sorry for what I said. I really didn't mean it. Your poetry is actually pretty good. I just took your criticism the wrong way and I shouldn't have said those things. Even if it's not my favorite writing style, symbolism can be very effective at grabbing the reader's attention. I think you excel at that. I accept your apology, Natsuki, and I'm sorry I didn't accurately describe your poem. I really wasn't trying to be hurtful. I think your writing is very effective even if it's simple. No one achieves it as well as you do. Thanks. Are we still friends, Yuri? Yuri approaches Natsuki and hugs her. I don't like your poetry. We're not friends anymore. Still friends. Aww. Well, I can say this was a very successful meeting. Monika walks over to me and whispers into my ear. Thanks for talking to Yuri-ku. You did good. Monika smiles at me. It's the least I can do. We're a club after all. This is the literature club. She just said you did good. You're supposed to say you did well. Wow, Monika. Shameful. That could have gone a lot worse. I'm glad that Yuri and Natsuki settled their differences. We all continue chatting until the club finally ends. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. I think poem sharing went very well. With that being said, I'd like to do the same thing for tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from everyone here too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. This means I can do a better job at improving my writing. I nod to myself with satisfaction. Cool. I don't have to stay behind today. Do you want to walk home together? Of course, let's go. Aha! Sayori beams at me. It's been a while since Sayori and I have walked home together. She would normally stay behind for clubs. It's never been a better time to start walking with her again. Alright. Fair enough. Hey Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, the arguing between Yuri and Natsuki, does that happen often? No, not at all. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. They're jealous of themselves. I don't know. Okay, they have minor disagreements here and there, but nothing like what we witnessed earlier. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I was just curious, that's all. They seem like good people. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew, that's a relief. I think everyone really likes you. Ha! Every day is going to be so much fun. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't enjoying myself, though. That's great to hear. This is why you're so kind, Ku. You gave the club a chance even though you were unsure about the literature. You're the best. I feel like I'm blushing. Thanks, Sayori. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yep, see you tomorrow. Sayori heads home. I walk to my front porch and open the door. Alright. I enter my house and go into the kitchen. I'm not too hungry, so I make a quick snack consisting of a glass of water and an apple. After I finish my snack, I head upstairs to my bedroom. Alrighty. Perfect. I guess. Feeling inspired, I sit next to my desk and start writing a poem for the next day. I learned a lot from reading everyone's poems, so hopefully the next one I write will turn out better. Alrighty. Cool. Coolio, bro. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button to become a ghost, and I will see you next time. Peace.